So here is an highlight of our website, RCCG Strong Tower. Now, if you visit the page newly as a first-time user, you'll be asked to allow the pop-up. Now, this allows us send periodic messages like sermons, blog stories, highlight, and what have you. So if the user clicks on allow, there's a small push notification prompt that is here that allows them allow the notification. Now, down below you can see where you say manage cookies concept. Now, this is in line with the GDPR regulations. So if the user does not allow this or rejects this, you will find out that the user possibly might not be able to check our YouTube videos that are embedded on our website, depending on how they choose to collect data, because some of these platforms collect their data, so they have the right to accept or reject it. So I'm going to be accepting this like the user, obviously. Now it is actually mandatory. Now just above the top navigation, you have the contact us, where you have the most important content. If you don't want to reach out to the pastor, reach out to the church, and then this email is going to be forwarded to the private email. Now, so if you go through the menu navigations, you can see now in the overview we have about us, services, FAQ, believers class, Bible college, live websites, and what have you. There are quite a lot we'll be looking at. If we look at this highlight, we also have highlights now. So now that the church has agreed that they are going to be showing highlights, maybe a minute highlight, talk about it, written text, pictures, or what have you. These will be on the blogs and we categorize according. So if anybody wants to see ecclesia, it goes straight to ecclesia. If anyone wants to see the activity, so that's why it's called the highlight of the activity. Now, so for all sermons, now we are going to also have all sermons where we put all the ministrations. Now you can now decide to choose your sermon by categories. Say maybe if the sermon is focused on career on business, you click on it and these sermons will be categorized. We'll be looking at each and every one of these things, but this is just an highlight. Now for the events, the upcoming event, so users can actually click here to go to the live page site to watch the live stream. We'll be checking the live page site, and then also the donations, which includes building project donation and every other type of donation the church is running. So now by this side you have a button that can go straight to the welfare donation for contribution for welfare project. So now you can see now the blog, which also have highlights where there are navigations by this side. Now this site, then legal, we have the media, cookies, and all of that. We'll be going through all of them a quick one, and then people can easily contact us even without having to jump into the contact us page. Now, so here's what we have. We have something for the offering and tithe. So once anybody clicks the offering and tithe, they can decide to enter any amount by editing this thing to the amount they want, or by just quickly jumping to the prompt and say this is how much you want to do, or go back to the custom amount. So I'm just going to put this as an example. The user can say, oh, what type of offering is he giving? Is he giving just the normal offering, or is he giving tithe, or rather better still, the person is contributing to welfare donation? Whichever the user selects is fine. Now there's a test donation that can be set. Now if the user is not ready to pay and just wants to test if this is going to be, however, as time goes on, we might have to remove the test notification. But let me just go straight to the online donation. So when they check on the online donation, they can enter their name, email address. Now just under it, they can say make this anonymous donation. Remember, there's welfare donation and some other kind of donation. So why that's this reason why we actually put this check missing. Simply, some people might actually want theirs to come out to show that they have contributed to it. The church might also want to show that there are contributions going on, and so it can encourage other people to do that now. So this is the account details and all of that. So when we complete our registration with Flutterwave and Paystack, this is going to direct people so where they can use their USSD to pay. However, people can copy the account number and agree to the terms and conditions. They can also see the terms and conditions here that clearly separates the church from any other thing. So they can agree to click on donate now. So but let me just click on that. So you see it says please wait. So you can see that your donation is almost complete. So make online outflow towards the cost of the spirit. Please write a check. It still brings it down. So this customer will know that it's not complete until the payment is activated. So if I go to my Gmail, so you'll see that I can easily see that my offerings and tithe donation email from RCCG Strong Tower. So you can see now, say to make an online offer, please follow the step. So it's reminding them of that. You see the reason why the online form is necessary. So when they complete this payment, all things being equal, it goes into the church account. So now, having checked out the menu navigation, here's a slideshow on the home page. We are going to be going through the home page quickly in the brief. So here's a slideshow of the home page that says we are praying church with Jesus at the center of our desire. So after reading all of that, users can actually click the join now to go to the live page. You can also see that there are different listen that is categorized for it. So to grow in faith and share our faith in God with the world around us. So you can see there are some messages there. You can also see this one that says family service. So anytime any user clicks on any of these buttons, the user goes directly to the page where we have all the highlights of family services and all of that. So it depends on whatever I want to put there. So it can be the last video of the family service, depending on how the media teams put this one. So now you can see this takes you to the youth services to build a young community of godly youth in single team. When the button clicks, it takes you to the landing page for the youth, which the youth has been using for quite a number of months now. So let's just go back quickly. So now let's just scroll down quickly and see what we have. So just above the slideshow, we have upcoming events. Different upcoming events we show here. Now I'm going to still be showing you how these events work. So for example, you can either go to the navigation here to continue viewing all the events, or you can decide to view events per one. So let me just click this on a new tab. So here you can see now, you can see how beautiful this is. This is Thanksgiving service. This is a particular kind of event. It's going to show you the location. Viewers can view the location on the Google map. Viewers can view the venue of the website. So this particular Thanksgiving will be taking us to the live page of the website. You can see that's /live. So I will still show you how the live page of the website is. What I want to show you is that users can add this event to their Google Calendar, their iCalendar. Let me just use this as an example. You can see this adds directly to my Google Calendar, and it prompts me 30 minutes before the time. So this is going to allow people get engaged with the website and activities, and they won't forget. So if anybody clicks on the all events, it takes you to the page for all events. So here are different type of events according to how they've been categorized. So you can either filter this event by month, you can filter it by day, you can filter it by whatever you want. You can see right now for highlights, and then you can search for the event. So now you can see how beautiful these events are. So you can see Bible College and all of them. I move to the now do not forget what I said. Users can also from this page move to the next one and see all. So if I go to the next page here, I still see the highlight of events here. So as you can see, it shows you the highlight of events here. So the only thing that changes is just the URL or above that says page 2. So users can navigate even without having to go to this. So when we continue going to the website, you find out that there are different information that also can let people join us this weekend. This button is also going to take them to the event page, so in case they miss that now. So this is very important for collecting leads. This goes to our CRM. So anybody that subscribes to this, we will be getting our blog stories, our sermons, our inspiration stories, professional stories from social media and what have you. So yeah, a couple of our services when you go down. And then this also talks about the sermon, just because it is, as you know, some people might not even go through the menu navigation. So you can see the sermon here. A quick one shows the vision and mission statement of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. So when you click on the visit gallery, it takes you to the page for the gallery. So you can see the gallery have different categories of pictures according to this. And so as we add programs like 3 hours with God, there will be a button that clicks to our Google photo. So if you click on this, it opens the Google photo for that particular gallery. You can see different kind of images. So that still works for every other picture under the gallery. So let's just go quickly back now. So we also have the 1 minute long periodic podcast. When you click on this particular button, you'll be headed to the podcast page where Pastor gives a 1 minute long periodic podcast. So all of these podcasts are arranged on this page. You can go through them one after the other. So just below it, you also have the news. So people can watch the news announcement that is conducted in the church. So you can see now every of the last announcements we posted here. So from the home page and what have the people can actually watch. So let's just go quickly. So now people can also visit the Strong Tower news page to see every other set of news, or the audio page where they get all the administration. The audio is different from the podcast. The podcast is pastor giving 1 minute video, but the audio is all the audio from the ministrations, choir renditions, and what have you. So this is the news page. You can see the most recent video on the news playlist we will show here, and then every other past news will be here, and then users can also subscribe. So if you quickly go to the audio, just as it was on the news page, that's how you have different audios. So let's go back to the home page. So you can see that you have seen for Strong Tower news and audio administration. If you want to go live again, remember this is the goal. If you want them to watch live, so we put another call to action button for that. Now, so these are donations from church. So if users want to donate, they can actually click on these. These gives them a chance to donate it for specific project. Go through the other ones. So now there are FAQ questions. So now if you go to the FAQ question, you will see that there are quick answers here, and then users can also click this button to go to the testimony. The offering, assuming they do not click on this particular offering and givings, they would find it here. They can also do the same. And then this is the footer. So now that we've seen an highlight of the home page, I want us to quickly look at highlights of the live page. Remember, the live page is RCCG Strong Tower ng.org/live. Now this live page is the page where people watch live stream. So you can see the slide that says that we are united as Christ-like family, believe in building Christian home, blah blah blah. If you see where it tells you the righteous run into it, and I said the name of the Lord is Strong Tower, you see where it tells you welcome to the official online streaming website for this thing. So now this is the official streaming website. Now obviously the offering still remains the same. Now there's a page where people can now watch the video as it goes live. Rather than sending viewers to YouTube where they get distracted, we send users to the live page. So now the beautiful thing about the live page is that when they come to the live page, there is a live chat that we can use periodically, and then they'll send us, and we'll also get their leads. Now outside of that, they can easily see all other sermons, subscribe to our page, so you have nothing to lose, not driving traffic to this particular page. So it's better for concentration, because YouTube can get the audience distracted and they can move to something else in the snap of their fingers. So now just on that, we still reminded them about the services, so they can see the services while they are watching that. So you can see, they can also see the vision mission statement, they can see the next event that is coming up. So you see why it's good for them to come to the live page, and they can see the available donations, how much has been raised, what have you just explained. They can also see the last news for the last announcement or the current announcement that is to be done or that has been done. Below it, they can also see the news, just as I've explained. They can see frequently asked questions. They can also see blog activities, and they can categorize those blog activities according to their categories. So you can see that this is, and then there are quick links. You can see that this serves practically almost everything. So now let's go back to each and every one of the pages. I'll be quick about it. But before I go further, I want us to just check the all sermon page, just as I've explained. Now, so when you click on the all sermon page, it takes you to the all sermon. So now in the all sermon, people can actually see all the recent sermon. So by who was the minister that took it. Now, so there's a quick view that says that in the quick view, users can watch video, and it shows only the place where this administration was done. They can also see audio, listen to the audio. So these are sample audios that they can download notes directly. Now you see they've notes, you can see it has downloaded the PDF on my system. They can download the bulletin, flyer, and what have you. So you can see that even before entering any one of these, they've already gotten it. So as they scroll down, they can decide to read more. If they read more, so you can see it takes them to the page where they still see the audio and the written text. As they listen, read, download, or whatever, they can also share and then add as favorite. Now when they add as favorite, it creates an account for them where they can see all their favorite stuff. So you can see how beautiful it is, and this menu navigation still remains the same. The pop-up is still there. Now if you even look at each and every one of the pop-up, you see that there's been periodic messages. So now let's look at the about us page. So you can see in the about us page, it still shows the mission and vision statement of the Redeemed Christian Church of God. It still takes them back to the sermon and back to our services website. They can still go back to watch live. You can see this is still taking them to the most important thing. Now they can get to understand. They quick highlight, because people do not love reading so much. So now it says that they can watch this video by clicking this play button. So when they click this play button, they can see the documentary of the Redeemed Christian Church. So let's just quickly go out of this. So when they scroll down, they now see the history of RCCG Strong Tower. So this is a brief history of RCCG Strong Tower. They see our services. So now this takes them to explore only Jacob services, takes them to only Riber services, all the other services. So just under it, you can see the ministers in charge, starting from General Overseer Daddy E.A. Adeboye to the Pioneer Pastor, Pastor Joseph Wakato, the provincial pastor, Pastor Amos Lemovon, and the zonal pastor, Pastor Joshua Olale. So when you scroll down, you can see now the About Us gives you all of that information. So the FAQ is still the same FAQ like I explained. The Bible College. Now let's quickly look at the Bible College. So you see this short information that talks about the Bible College. Users can download the Bible College form and also submit their application. So when they submit their application, we the media team get all of the information, so we can follow up on call in case they do not submit this form. So now this is about that. So let's just quickly go. Now, not to forget, on this menu navigation, users can watch the latest announcement. So once they click on it, just from their menu navigation, so anywhere, anyhow this user visits this website, the main important information will be passed across to them. So now let's just go through the house fellowship. So now the house fellowship just shows contact information of various house fellowship, their leaders or teachers, and their contact information. So you can see how this is beautifully categorized. The website practically does everything. It's more like an overview of the entire church. Now, so to join the workforce, I would like us to go through this. Getting to the workforce page, you can see now there is a brief explanation that to be a recognized member of the Redeemed Christian Church, you are mandated to undergo the workers in training, exercise, and departmental internship within the church. You can get started in 3 simple steps. Download the workers form. So they can click here to download the workers form, just as I just did. You see it opens this in the this thing for them to download, so you can see how the workers form is. So from Strong Tower RCCG, they put their picture, the print, they download it here, whichever way they want, download it here, and then go back to the page. So like I said, the instruction says 3 simple steps. Download the workers training from just as we did. The other one says fill the form you downloaded in handwritten format and also sign up by clicking the registration form below. So now if they click this one, it takes them to this particular page where they have to register and tell us what department they are willing to join. Are they baptized or not baptized? It says not baptized, baptized in another church, believers class completed, and baptized, believers class but not baptized, whichever way the case is. So now sign up to become a worker. So you can see how beautiful that is. So prayer request, so people can send their prayer request by clicking these. So you can see now, who is this prayer request from? Is it personal, family? Then the prayer request is dropped here. So we can always submit this link for them to send their prayer request into the church. And then we can, for all these forms, various departments can get their emails attached to it. So whenever this form is filled, they get this delivered. We've talked about the live. We've talked about gallery. We've taken a look at news. We've taken a look at podcast. We've taken a look at audio. We've taken a look at donation history. That's the page where when a donation is made, there they can see the history of their donation. So here's an example of what I'm talking about. Because of I made the offering donation on this day, I got my own ID, and then it's still pending because the media team has not confirmed my payment, or the church has not confirmed my payment. So it still shows view as pending. So let's continue. So you see the testimony. Now, okay, we've not looked at the testimony page. Let's just click on the testimony page. So every Sunday or every Thanksgiving Sunday where we have a testimony, the last testimony clip is going to be shown here, so the audience can watch the testimony again. So now the audience can also submit their name and share their testimony in here. So the media team will review the testimony, or the church will review the testimony and decide what testimony will show as highlights here. So for this particular testimony, people in the United States, across the country, can either fill their testimony so they can have to, and then for testimony that shared in the church, the video will be here. So here's the contact us page. You can see that by the left hand side you have the address, you have the contact information, you have a map that allows you to zoom to the location, so users can zoom to the location on their mobile device or what have you. So now you can see they can also send a contact message to the team. These are blog highlight that shows the lab blog. It says today's awesome ministration by Pastor Charles. Now in this website we have close to 700 and something ministrations, and then, not kidding, everything is loaded on this website so people can search for what they're looking for. So these now, like I explained, shows the baby dedication page, digging deep, sermons and all of. We've talked about sermon. I've shown you an example of sermon. We've talked about event. So these are categorized according to events. We've talked about donations. You can check them out at your leisure time, but I'll just show you maybe one of these so you can understand how this works. So once I just click on digging deep, you can also see that there's a donation button by the side. So you can see now all the digging deep, this thing for November 11, November 2. You can see, so the church members can go back. You can even see blog categories according to their categories. So now you can see that activities that happen, maybe questions and answers, will be in this blog. This thing, video, short videos of questions and answers, whatever will be on this thing. Ministration will be under sermon. So by the side, people can actually follow the Instagram page, watch the Instagram video. That's about it. So the legal still talks about the cookies, terms and condition, privacy policy. Let's just look at the media. So if anybody decides to join the media team, he comes to the media page, fill in his or her information, the tel number, the email, select the unit he wants to join. Is it copyright, investor publishing, social media management, videography, and what have you. And the person rates his or her skills as, say, maybe beginners, they say, and tell us why it is wants to join the media team. So now that I've gone through all of this, you see it says I use the live chat. When a visitor goes to the live page and spends a sizable number of time on the live page, there will be an automated response that will be sent to this thing. Now, because of I've gone through the series of pages, the two automated messages have dropped here. So let's assume I put my name here and then maybe put my number. I want you to see what happens. So this person sends me this thing on my system. I see whatever the person has sent to me. So once I click on this, it says Adebayo has sent me this thing. Now the beautiful thing about this, I joined the chat, but just take a look at what has happened. All the pages are visited. You can see all the pages are visited. The media team are going to know for every visitor all the pages that has been visited. You can see how beautiful it is. They can decide to save it, keep notes, chat with the person, whisper to the other media team, and what have you. So I'm going to go back to that live website where the media page. So I'm going to act like I'm trying to type something. Good morning. You see, I have not clicked the enter button, neither have I clicked send here manually. But if we go back to our database, you will see that I already know what this user is trying to say. So before the user says or completes the typing, I already know what it's saying. So even if he deletes it, I know what he was trying to say. So you can see how beautiful that is. So now you can also monitor the people that are online, and then you can send messages to them. You can see where they were referred from, where they referred from Facebook and whatever. You can see how many minutes and how many time has been spent. You can see your past messages, and then when we are offline, these messages convert to a ticket. So now I'm going to be showing you. So you can see some of these ones that has converted to a ticket. Our HOD media team will contact you soonest. So you can see how this works. You can see different charts. That's how beautiful it is. We can create knowledge base, we can create shortcuts and what have you. So you can see the website covers quite a lot, and then users can also set from here. So I also like us to know that this website is mobile responsive and it can fit into any browser. It's compatible to fit into any browser. So you can see the menu navigation. You can see everything in the menu navigation. I will be minimizing my browser so you can see how compatible it is. So now this is how it's going to look on the mail browser. You can see when you click here, the menu navigation changes, shows all the highlights and everything. You can see that it fits into the menu navigation perfectly. So I'm going to close in this. So now if you drag this screen, you can see that it's also going to be dragging and fitting into a mobile tablet. So you can see this is like the size of a mobile tablet. If you can go down, you can see all these things are still compatible. Now watch how this compresses to the mobile device. So you see, so it has gone into change the column of upcoming events to per row. So you can see that it's really compatible, and then these can all go back to a big screen or a laptop. You can see how beautiful it is. So like I said, the website is mobile responsive now, so you can also install the mobile website on your phone. So when you log onto the website on your Google Chrome browser, you will see app install. Either you click on this install by this corner, and if you did not see it on this install by this corner, just go to your Google Chrome. By the side you will still install app, so you can see that it comes out as an app. So you click on install. So it's quite installing now. So let me accept the GDPR here. So you can scroll down, you can see how beautiful the website is. You can see everything is mobile responsive and can be accessible on mobile device. So you can see this app is done installing. It says app installed. You say app installed. It says open the app. Then I open the app. Then you can see your app is on your mobile device. So everything that is on your mobile device is on this app. So you can see, you can view every single thing. You can go to the menu, you can go to an overview, you can check the live page. So this is the live page to watch live. You can scroll down, then you can watch the live service.
Try praise. The Lord is here this morning to open up heavens. To open up heavens. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. I want you to be intentional.
Thank you very much once again. I really appreciate.